Hello guys, hope you are doing well. So today we are going to start another playlist, merge intervals. So in this playlist the questioners kind like you are given some start intervals like start and end, and you have to do some operations on that interval like insert some interval between list of intervals, or like remove some intervals from the set of intervals, or like these problems are like there are some problems are given like there are start time and end time. So these problems are categorized under like intervals. So we will learn how to solve these kind of problems, and these problems are commonly asked in like most of the product based companies. So we'll start with the first problem. So the first problem is merge intervals. So this problem is given a collection of intervals and merge all the overlapping intervals into one actually. So this problem is like we are given a start and end, and we have to output such that none of the intervals that we output is overlapping somehow. So here it is given like 1 3 and 2 6. So here 1 3 and 2 6 are overlapping, so the final result would be like 1 and 6. These should not be output as like two different intervals. Here it is 8 10 and 15 18. These are like disjoint, you can say. So 8 10 is there and 15 18 is there. So we should remove all the like we should merge all the overlapping intervals into single one, and then we need to output it. And it is not given that intervals are sorted or not sorted. So it is a important question to ask in the interview. Like you should also ask to the interviewer that if input is sorted or not, and if it is sorted, then on what basis it is sorted. It is sorted on the starting or it is sorted on the end actually. So these type of questions you should have to clarify with your interviewer. So I think you got the problem. So how we are going to approach this problem actually? So in most of the like merge intervals or intervals problems, we need to sort them on the basis of either end time or basis of on the basis of a start time, or like on some custom sorting you have to apply on that. So similarly we are going to apply here. So what we will do, first I will sort all the intervals based on the starting point, and if the starting points are equal, then we sort it on the base of end end times, and then we try to check for each intervals if it intersects with like previously occurred interval, or like it intersect with the next coming interval. So how we are going to check this case actually, with the previous one and with the next one. So we'll keep a variable like let's say we are keeping a variable like start and there are two variables I'm keeping. So initially they are initialized with the first lowest, means like the earliest interval that is starting actually. So we'll initialize with both the variables like first and last with the first start and first end. So after that we'll check like if uh, the interval that is under consideration and the previous interval intersects or not. If they are intersecting, then we try to find out the maximum last point. Maximum last point, because they are going to be merged. So we need to consider the like furthest end. So we'll keep track of furthest end. Otherwise, if they are not intersecting, then we simply add the previous interval into our answer, and we'll check for the next of intervals. So in this way we will proceed. So let's first create a comparator for sorting all the intervals, and this is we are going to apply on the integer array. So let's name it comparator. Let's say our a and b are the our two intervals. So first we'll check like if their starting point is equal or not. If they are equal, then we need to sort it on the base of end time, and if they are not equal, then we need to sort it on the base of start time. So this is our comparator. Now let's sort it. Okay, so we have sorted intervals actually, and intervals are sorted like with the starting time. So the interval that starts first, comes first. Okay, and if the two intervals having same starting point, then interval who's going to end first is the first in the our sorted list. So as I told, we keep two variables, int ast first is equal to intervals 0 comma 0, and int last equal to intervals 0 comma 1. And let's take one iterator, and that is currently point to the second element of this list. So we'll check while this I is not I is less than intervals dot length, and we'll create an we need to return the output in the form of integer. Okay, so for time being, let's create an array list. And this is array list of integer array. New array list. So we'll check if intervals I comma 0 is greater than, let's see what is the case for the equal to. Yeah, equal, they are considering equal to in the same interval. So if it is like intervals, the start of the current interval is lesser than or equal to the end of the previous interval, then we know that they are going to intersect. So we'll need to check that. Okay, and in this case we need to modify the last actually. So in this case, last is going to maximum of both two, current last and the last of the interval we are considering. Okay, if it is not the case actually, then we know that this interval is non-intersecting, so we simply need to add the previous interval. So we'll try to add answer dot add new int first and last, and first equal to intervals I comma 0 and last equal to intervals I comma 1, and we need to plus plus I. So in this way we can get all the non-intersecting intervals. But here is one more point to consider, that as you see here that if the interval is not intersecting, then we reassigning its value. So it might be the case that for the last interval it may not be added into the answer. So at last we need to also add first and last. Okay, now we can see that our output format should be integer 2D array actually. So we'll need to create the 2D array. So let's say we'll get the size of this array, and size is equal to the answer dot size. Create an integer array res equal to new int sj comma 2, and we'll try to add let's keep an variable idx that is currently 0. So res idx comma 0 equal to x0 res idx plus plus comma 1 equal to x1, and in the end we need to return this res. Okay, so let's try to run this. Why it is giving error? Okay, forgot to write return. So it is giving me wrong result. Let me check. Okay, we here we done. It is less than actually, not greater than. Yeah, so it is working fine. Let's check on this interval. Let's check for the null case as well. So you can check if intervals equal to null, intervals dot length equal to 0, then we simply return new array list, new int new int 0. Let's try to run this. Let's try to run it. So it is accepted. Let's submit it. So this is accepted. So hope you have enjoyed this video and got the approach for like a merging interval problems, and we will going to cover rest of the problems in this under the same video, merge intervals. So for more videos like that, do subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.